your child. She was sick, she needed care, and you weren't man enough to do it. And for you to simply say it was new to me and it was uncomfortable, therefore I did not do it, is small, trifling, and futile.
Marcha describes the moment she met Demiko as heavenly. He was everything she was looking for in a husband. He was good looking, made a great living, and was the nicest man she had ever met. But now, after 2 years of marriage, she says Demiko has changed, and what once was heaven now is hell.
Eventually they had to take the baby. He wasn't going right. So I had the surgery. The day after I come home from surgery, I asked him to come back to help me out until the nurse got there the following day. He chose this day to invite one of his co-workers over and get completely drunk.
Mr. Moore, did you come up right when she was at her lowest moment?
The payment for all the pain and betrayal comes due.
I have a family member that's been rumored for a long time that she's been having an affair with during this time where she's so sick.
Today on Divorce Court.
Come to order. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toller presiding.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Demiko Moore and Marcha Moore. Mr. and Mrs. Moore, you have been married for 2 years. You do not have any children together. You also do not want to be married anymore. That's why you are here. Mr. Moore, you have brought Mrs. Moore here seeking $3,000 in damages for a car. You are countersuing Ms. Moore for approximately $3,000 for multiple items that we will discuss later on. Before we get to that, however, I want to start with you, Ms. Moore. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your marriage and why we're here in divorce court today?
Okay, Your Honor. Well, when I vouched to marry Mr. Moore, I thought that I would be getting more of the finer, positive things in life, and actually I got much less. I thought everything would be pretty much 50-50. You know, I'm not one that's lazy or, you know, would expect him to do any and everything. But I never asked much of him. I worked, you know, I went to school, helped take care of his daughter. All that I asked of him was to basically take out trash and pick up your dirty clothes, things of that nature. Didn't get done, okay? Like, the trash would sit there and pile up and pile up and pile up until there were maggots in the kitchen at one point in time. Completely disgusting, okay?
Never happened, Your Honor.
Hang on.
That did happen, okay?
Never happened.
Hang on.
Another point in time, you know, I shouldn't have to constantly tell you, okay, it's trash day. He gets home from work about 7 a.m. You can see that the trash cans are outside. Take it out.
The trash is annoying. I get that. But it's a small thing. Why don't you tell me something that's really problematic at home?
He said, I actually tried to talk to this man last month to see if we could maybe reconcile. And he told me everything that I have done for him is completely overrated. I thought that was the most disrespectful thing that could have ever been said to me, considering everything that I've done for him and everything that I've went through. I recently was pregnant, okay? I was very ill during the pregnancy, prior to the pregnancy, so I was not working, all right? Eventually, they had to take the baby. He wasn't growing right. So I had the surgery. The day after I come home from surgery, I had to go back into the hospital because one of the surgical sites got infected. Stayed in the hospital for another week, got home. I asked him to come back to help me out until the nurse got there the following day. Okay, he chose this day to invite one of his coworkers over and get completely drunk when I'm upstairs, can't even get out the bed to go to the bathroom, screaming his name.
The baby?
Yeah, the baby's gone. Yeah, that's when all of this happened. So the day I get home from the hospital after having an infection from them taking the baby and some of my reproductive organs out, you choose to have your coworker come over and y'all get completely drunk downstairs.
Mr. Moore, did you come up light when she was at her lowest moment?
No.
Tell me how you supported her during the course of that event.
Well, it was a bit traumatic, and it was a new experience for me.
It was new for her too.
Yeah, it was new for her, but it was new for both of us. Like, I never had to care for somebody in that situation. I didn't know the exact words or things to care for her.
What did you do?
I tried to do whatever she needed me to do. She needed me to bathe her. I bathed her. She needed me to cook. At the time, I would cook. But just seeing her in such a bad situation like that, I didn't want to stick around her a lot. So I did spend a lot of time downstairs while she was upstairs. She even made
Did you have a coworker come over and get drunk with him?
Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I did that.
You know what?
But the thing.
No! I'm about to speak. Selfish people like you make me angry. I don't like it when people come in here, they've chose a person to be with for their life, and at their lowest moment, because they don't want to see them suffer like that, they absent themselves from the situation. How childish, immature, and small can you be to decide that she's going through, I've never gone through this before, neither has she. That's when you come up a man and you back her up and you round her and you're right there at her feet. You go 24/7, 365. She's not only hurt apparently greatly physically, she's hurt emotionally, and you're not man enough to stick around and just do what you need to do. You may not know the right words, but you be there, you stand there, you ask her how she feels, you tell her you love her, you take care of what needs to get taken care of. If a nurse is not there, you be there. You're her husband. You made that promise. You did that. And for you to simply say it was new to me and it was uncomfortable, therefore I did not do it, is small, trifling, and too-tired. People come in there all, I'm a man, I'm this, I'm bad, I'm hard, I'm a dude. And the minute the woman gets sick, it's like, oh, I can't hang.
It wasn't long
But
after that he left.
it wasn't like I didn't try.
He
like I
left
keep telling you,
shortly after that.
her mouth is just so. When you come in and you try to ask a person, okay, what you need, and all they can say is just look around and figure it out, even while she's sick.
But she was on her back, having lost your child. She was sick. She needed care, and you weren't man enough to do it.
I was there.
You were there drunk.
She was even still complaining and
So what?
going on and
So what?
pushing away. It's like a push away thing that I
Whatever.
can say.
So he
instead
decided
of a,
You're an
Shortly
excuse
after
monger,
that.
It's
Mr.
not an
Moore. I'm done with you.
excuse.
Hush.
When divorce court continues, did Marcha do the unthinkable?
I have a family member that's been rumored for a long time that she's been having an affair with. I got people telling me they see you at the bar with this individual. You are.
Are you considering getting married but aren't quite sure your intended is the right one for you? I'll give you my opinion. Call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com or become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt.
Divorce Court is back with the case of Marcha Moore, who wants to divorce her husband of 2 years because he let her down when she needed him most. But is her unfaithfulness the reason this union is ending?
Were you confronted by him about this individual?
He asked me, and I told him.
You say you can't trust her.
I can't trust this
Tell me
lady.
why you can't trust her.
Okay. She say it's because of the sickness and, well, what went on with the baby and stuff, but we went from a very good sex life to,
I was busy.
we went to, I mean, we go 2 or 3 months with no sexual contact, not even a kiss.
Did you talk to her about it
I
all?
talk to her about
Ask
it all the
what's up?
time.
And what would she tell you?
This is when she say I'm being a kid. I'm being too
'Cause
tired.
the only thing he wants to address is him not having sex with me.
This is when
All
she wants to
other
say I'm being a
issues
kid.
never
Are off
came
the
up.
table.
But yeah, if I would have laid down and had sex, we wouldn't be here right now if I was asleep with him at all.
Well, why did the sex life go away altogether?
I was busy, and then after that, I got very ill. I was in the hospital over a total of about 3 months. Okay, so no, I can't have sex right now.
Was she in hospital for 3 months?
Off and on, back and forth doing with certain
Yeah,
stuff.
I had 3 surgeries back to back.
But it's like everything else is fine in life. You can still go to work. You can still drink. You
I
can
could
still go
barely
and
do
hang out
that.
with your
And no, the
friends.
hell I wasn't drinking.
You can
What do
still
you
hang
mean?
out with your friends.
My
but
friends came to visit me at home. I couldn't
No.
do anything.
No, it wasn't no friends came to
Oh, my
visit you at
goodness.
home. I got
just sitting here
I got
blatantly lying
receipts.
now,
I got
making
I
stuff
got
up.
bank account statements where she's out with her girls. So I have a family member that's been rumored for a long time that she's been having an affair with. During this time where she's so sick and no, I can't have sex with you and all this, but I got people telling me they see you at the bar with this individual.
Did you ever talk to her about that?
I try.
What and what did she say?
It's never a exact answer. It's never a precise no or yes. It's a.
She kind of just.
It's a.
No,
yeah.
don't talk to me out your mouth
You
about
lead a
that because
conversation
it's
with
completely
question marks
absurd.
over your head and the
Okay.
Scooby-Doo face, like, huh?
Okay.
No.
Ms. Moore, do you know the family member about whom he speaks?
Yes.
Did you have an affair with this
No.
individual?
This individual.
Were you confronted by him about this individual?
He asked me, and I told him, you sound stupid. The person that he's speaking of, I don't even conversate with. I cannot stand this person,
That's
okay?
a lie.
This
That is
person that he's speaking of, from what I understand, what I found out, because, I went to his family members, like, well, why is he, what I'm saying? From what I understand, this person had an affair with another one of his girlfriends in the past.
Uh-huh.
And the one day, he was at the house, but he was at the house with me and him and my friend, because that's who he was talking to at the time, okay? So another time he came over and he was over with my friend, that has nothing to do with me at all whatsoever, okay? And as far as being at a bar, I was out with my friend and this guy happened to come in there briefly, at which time I left. So his insecurities, I don't know what type of rivalry they have going on or whatever, but the type of women that they dated in the past, I could see that happening. But I'm not cut like that.
When divorce court continues, did Demiko get confirmation of Marcha's alleged infidelity?
Did you ever talk to that family member about why you up on my wife like that?
Yeah.
And what did he say? Do you think Marcha was cheating with one of Demiko's family members? Call 1-800-282-1991 to vote now and see if America agrees with your opinion. You'll also receive some valuable offers. Call now.
If you would like your case heard on divorce court, call us toll free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and follow us on Twitter at divorcecourt. Divorce Court returns with the case of Demiko Moore, who wants to divorce his wife of 2 years because he says she was cheating on him with a family member. But is she a thief too?
The evidence completely came up missing. I got my own two eyes. I know what I see.
What did
I
you
know
see?
we having family gatherings. Everybody in the living room. You come outside, she in the corner like this, and somebody all in your ear whispering to you like that. You
You
When
saw
did that
him do
happen?
that?
I seen that.
Did you ever talk?
When did that
you
happen?
ever talk? Excuse me. Did you ever talk to that family member about why you up on my wife like that?
Yeah.
And what did he say?
We get into it, but
What did he say? Did he say I'm not doing it? Are you crazy? Or yeah, I like her? What did
yeah, I
he say?
like her. Yeah, I like her.
You made that.
He
up.
is
I didn't
lying.
make that up.
Because that dude
I didn't
would
make
say,
that
I
up.
can't stand
Because you
Shay.
would have told me out front that you said, and then he turned around and said, yeah, I like her. I just put that out there and you picked one.
If anything,
I
he'll say,
gave
I
you
can't
multiple
stand her.
choices.
And
He
that's
said
fine.
when you
all
pick.
the time though. Like he says it all the time. This is not nothing new.
Mr. Moore, why don't you tell me about the $3,000 in damages that you are seeking from Mrs. Moore,
My car.
right?
We had a family gathering. It was a little bit after Thanksgiving,
Of what year?
2012.
No,
Okay.
it wasn't. It was 2011.
Ms. Moore, if you don't stop,
I'm
I
sorry.
will get to you.
Okay.
2012.
Okay?
I got up that morning. I was getting calls saying that she had done got into a car accident, completely wrecked the car.
That Ms. Moore had got
Yes.
your wife. Okay.
She had done it, and she didn't feel she was reliable for the damages done to the car.
First of all, it was 2011. That accident happened before I married him. So once we got married, I never heard anything else about this. Yes, I had the accident in his car. And yes, I offered to help him pay for the damages.
But you say this happened before you got married.
Yeah.
It happened after we married. It was one of the reasons if we wasn't married, why would I just be, why would she just be at the house taking it with that? But
What
she
you
say
mean,
she
why?
swiped the
How long
shuttle
I been
bus.
with you?
She say she swiped the shuttle bus. The police report said it was a pole. The car was completely total. I had all my evidence to bring in and show this to you.
Give
This
it
is
to
my
me.
evidence I have right here. 2 weeks ago, my mother stated while I was at work, Marcha and this family member that she claims that she don't agree with was at my house. The evidence completely
I
came
went to
up
your mother's house to
missing.
take our daughter something to eat.
Stop.
The evidence completely came up missing.
When divorce court continues, why does Demiko's mom weigh in on the case?
This is a written statement from his mother. Saying what? Let me read it. Do you think Marcha was cheating with one of Demiko's family members? Call 1-800-282-1991 to vote now and see if America agrees with your opinion. You'll also receive some valuable offers. Call now.
Divorce court returns with the case of Demiko and Marcha Moore, who are divorcing after 2 years of marriage.
This is a written statement from his mother.
Saying what?
Let me read it. My name is Cheryl Moore. I am Demiko Moore's mother. I am sending in my statement of facts in regard to the Cleveland Police incident report that Marcha took on July 26th from my house. I know the date because it was Demiko's payday, and she always comes by on that day. The report was on the mail table, which you passed going out the door. It was there when she came and gone when she left.
Well,
And she's saying that on August 8th.
that's completely false because I had not been over there up until maybe about
Every payday.
a week ago. No, sweetheart, because you ain't
Up to
I got
every
it.
payday.
I got it. Hey, we're all
I
done.
went over there to take
We
our
are
daughters out to
done. Why don't you tell me about the $2,872.55 you are seeking from Mr. Moore?
Okay, well, he left in November. All right, I hadn't worked in several months because of my illnesses and the surgeries. So he left, and he still had the responsibilities of helping me pay the bills and the mortgage, and he left me pretty much high and dry. He knew I didn't have anything at the time.
Is he on the mortgage?
Yes, he is.
He's on the note of the mortgage?
Yes, he is, and it's $516 a month, and he hasn't gave me anything since he left.
Well, I still takes care of it, Your Honor.
How you
Every
say, how you
payday,
mean?
I had to
Marcha
get a
is
second
there.
job.
I still have bank statements where I could prove that I'm paying the light, gas.
Let's
the
see that.
Light bill. I don't have it on me. I didn't know she was going to
Now the light bill is only $10 a month, so oh well.
I didn't know she was suing me for this, so I didn't know to bring in bank statements saying that I'm still paying bills. Like,
Is he
still paying bills.
He pays the $10 a month on the
still-
electrical bill.
She's still completely on my
He
insurance.
had to,
Stop.
excuse me. He had to. There was some contractor fees that did have to come out of his check, but hey, like
Okay, I got it. Go ahead. What do you got to
She's
say?
still under my insurance. I still pay all my benefits and insurance to keep her going to the hospital and make sure
Do
she's
you?
taken care of.
Does he?
Okay.
I'm on his medical insurance. Yes, I just got done
I
with
didn't
radiation
completely
treatment.
just
So
fall
I got it. First of all, I can't pay any attention to what your mother wrote me. I can't cross-examine her. This is an out-of-court statement submitted for the truth of the matter asserted, and I can't do that. So I don't pay attention. I don't know if she took it or if she didn't take it. This is what I'm going to say, Mr. Moore. Mr. Moore, I think sometimes people come in here, think they pay the bills and they owe their spouse nothing else. And I think that's who you were. I think you were kind of like a kid about it. You worked and you came home. Well, direct me. She's not your mother. She's your wife. You should take responsibility for what goes on at your house. You should take responsibility. You should know what you need to do, and you should get it done without her having to nag you. You should be a man and not a boy. And I think you showed up a boy, and she had to keep carrying all that luggage while you did nothing. And I think you were a tired and foul individual when she lost that baby. Tired and foul. I don't know what's wrong with you. I don't see any kind of love, kindness, care, or warmth in her direction whatsoever. And you should be, you need to work on yourself. Grow up. Be a man. As for the other things, too much mess, too much nonsense. Too late on that claim, 2011. I believe it was before you got married. He is carrying you on your insurance. He is carrying part of the weight now economically. I don't believe he owes that. You're staying in the house, and I do believe he gives you some money for that. So I'm going to call it a wash and call it a day. But what you need to be a better person.
Your Honor.
No. You need to be a better person. You hurt her. She is wounded, and you did it. There will be no recovery in this matter. It is so ordered.
All rise. Parties may leave the courtroom.